Hello and welcome everybody. Vega here for Serpent X Tech. Welcome back to another episode of Caffeine Crypto, where I welcome you to join me with your favorite caffeinated beverage of choice, coffee, energy drink, whatever it might be. Got a NOS in the fridge because once again, going over to Papa Serpent and Mama Serpent's house after this stream, we're going to be going over Bitcoin news. Obviously, crypto is up today. A little bit of XRP news. The financial product or crypto product that the Trump team has been coming out with, as well as little tidbits here and there about crypto mining, Caspa, Alephium, and then go over like some of the mining as far as my AL0 goes, right? Now, Techman, I did not forget about you, winner of the One Key Classic 1S, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to the USPS before it closes, so thank you for your patience. Stand by for me. Appreciate every single one of y'all just being patient with me as I continue to bring you guys content while dealing with all the personal problems in my family's life. It's nothing too crazy, but we didn't get exactly good news. We just need to get a second opinion, right? And I'll leave it at that. I don't want to get into too much detail. Papa Serpent's doing better, but we just need to get a second opinion. Because yeah, the news we got this week wasn't it was good and bad. It was a mixed bag of chips, I guess you could say. So anyways, Bitcoin right underneath 60K. I think we broke over 60K yesterday, last night. But we have fallen down below. But we are above a certain range here. If I bring up the chart, you can see that we're above this little yellow line that I've been tracking, this legacy line here. And we got a super legacy line, purple up top, where the, previous, what was it, sector was of 64K. So we got some serious resistance ahead of us, but are we going to be able to sustain above the support sector? That's a good question. I don't really know if we can hold it. I would like to hold it. September is normally a red month, but so far it's been pretty green. Okay. Now, is this going to be a bull trap? We have to wait and see. But I do believe that, with the news coming out of the Fed and technically coming out of the Fed, but not coming out of the Fed, the guys, the suits over there like to call them Nikki leaks, because they kind of sit like on the table, right? Like you're in the Game of Thrones, you're sitting at the table, but you're not really part of the table. You know what I mean? Getting information passed to you. But usually they use them to kind of spread information, and then the markets react. And then if the Fed does the opposite of what this person had said in their article, their news journalism article, then it's not really, oh, well, the Fed lied or the Fed did this. It's really the journalist that provided false information. So anyways, markets pumped yesterday across the board, traditional FI, crypto, and we're sitting at, well, right now, 60K. So hopefully we can hold and sustain, maybe chop sideways, and then move up is what I would like to see, right? 64K, start trying to travel to that area and push through that resistance, but we'll have to wait and see. And yes, I got straight into it because I'm started early. I started early today. Crypto Mikhail, hope you're resting well. If you do stop by, thank you for stopping by, brother. And we got Red Panda Mining coming on after us, and we'll probably talk a little bit about mining because I want to bring up my AL0 and talk to you guys, see what you guys are getting, if you guys are getting anything, because PB Farmer did officially release the firmware yesterday, and it's available. I'll try to find the link and put it in the GitHub. Good morning real quick to everybody that is here. Chris Henley, Adam Williams, thank you for grabbing your coffee. Tech Man, Chuck Danger, Arrow252, Son of Rabbit Panda, Cats of Crypto, what's up, buddy? Hey, what's up, Chili? Haven't seen you in a while. Kyle Rosa, appreciate all of y'all stopping by, showing some love. Hope you guys doing well. Some B bought 60 million BTC yesterday off Binance. It was shown off chain, on the chain, shown on the chain. Okay. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if OTC trading is still going on. What's up, baby? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Thank you. Not much, just drinking my coffee, as I hope some of you are. But we did get some buys. We even got, what was it, Michael Saylor, MicroStrategy. Stock pops 8% after the company ups its Bitcoin holdings, 14.6 billion. And then, of course, Cats of Crypto just mentioned 60 million BTC yesterday off Binance. So we got some buys. We got some buys going on. Again, we still have a decent amount coming into the ETFs. It's just really we're not going to pop off until the Fed starts doing things that excite the rest of the financial ecosystem. We'll see how that goes. We got September 17th coming up in a little bit, and 18th. We'll see how the FOMC comes by. I mean, the CPI was pretty good, or better than, I don't know if it was better than expected to some, or just average, or what they were expecting, but we'll see how things continue to progress. You know, are we going to see a recession? Everybody keeps calling for it. I'm really not a financial expert, but I do know that I'm diversified enough. I'm tight, but I'm diversified enough that I can still hopefully sustain my family long term. I can't sustain two families, which is the problem we're having in my family, but we're trying to figure it out to my sisters, my aunties, my uncles, all that good stuff, and obviously some of you guys helping out when I need to sell mining equipment. So I appreciate you. If I have any more mining equipment to sell, I will let you know. Anyways, moving on. Bitcoin network hits record level of power, but falling profits push miners to AI. Bitcoin rose more than 12% in the past 7 days, and network hash rate hit an all-time high. Another key metric showed it's never been more difficult to make money in Bitcoin mining. The profitability, or the amount of Bitcoin you earn over a 24-hour time frame, has diminished quite a bit. Core Scientific, the top-performing public traded miner, has appeased Wall Street by moving into artificial intelligence and high-performance computing. We've been talking about that for the past couple of weeks on different caffeines and crypto, about how some of these mining operations have been diversifying themselves and expanding into the AI aspect, right? So some of those GPU farms that were laughed at when the Ethereum merge took place, some of those GPUs are being bought up now and being put into a specific area in the warehouse strictly for AI compute, right? Whether it's the Xeon server blades, Supermicro server blades, HP server blades, whatever. You know, obviously Octo Miner. Actually, what is it called now? Chili? Octo Server, right? What we saw at Mine Disrupt is offering those solutions. Now, whether, you know, if you're a big mining operation and you want to diversify yourself, you could get these Octo servers, right, that come with, you know, 4090s or A5000s already in it, right? You have to configure and talk to them, but, you know, you can set up an entire server racks of these Octo servers and have your AI compute ready to go for when those jobs come about. And you can see all the different models here, right? We got Epic 9174F all the way down to, you know, the Epic 9754, right? We got 36 cores, 32 cores, 128 cores. You could choose different GPU models from the 4090 to the A5000, so on and so forth. You can up your memory. You got NVMe storage ranging anywhere from 960 gigabytes all the way to 15.36 terabytes. So much that you can configure on these things. And if you are interested in at least diversifying your mining operations, whether you're mid-scale, large-scale, maybe even small-scale, these things are up there in price. And I know that during the bear market, and it's not really a bear market, we're technically in a bull market. But I know right now a lot of people are playing things close to their vest. So I understand why you wouldn't want to spend that money. But if you are trying to diversify yourself as a business, you may want to consider this. Octaserver.com, check it out. My buddy Chili and a number of great people that I met and know in the space run it. But, you know, this is what some of the mining operations are doing to try to strategically kind of offset some stuff, right? I know Solid popped off for a minute. Profits went to crap because everybody and their mom went on it. But there's other AI projects out there that offer compute and profitability for donating your GPUs. Matter of fact, I have a video coming up this upcoming Monday on a project that I haven't seen too much cover. Some of the smaller guys did cover it. And when I say smaller, I'm small too, so I don't mean no disrespect by that. But still, the point is, mining operations, diversifying, people see prospects in it, so they're buying their stocks. That's the point, okay? However, I'm interested to hear your thoughts down in the comment section below or in the live chat. Let me know. Make sure you at me or send a super chat. But don't send a super chat if you don't have your bills paid. I hate when people do that. Take care of yourself first. I appreciate your support, but I love you guys. Take care of yourself first, and then I will come last. Dead last. It better be everybody else before me. But At the same time, another key metric this week showed an increasing difficulty to make money in mining business. Investment bank Jefferies wrote in a report that crypto mining was significantly less profitable than August. The average daily revenue per exahash, or income per miner, fell by 11.8% from the prior months. As Bitcoin becomes more of an establishment, excuse me, and even mainstream part of the economy, the days of easy money appear to be in the rearview mirror. Institutional capital has poured in since the SEC approved the spot Bitcoin ETFs in January, and Bitcoin network is more robust than ever. That's a good thing, right? The network is more secure. It's more robust, right? Held together by the vast and decentralized network of miners securing transactions with the help of large banks of machines. We already know what that is. In April, the Bitcoin code automatically cut new issuance of the world's largest cryptocurrency in half, with the Bitcoin halving, right? That's why we went to a new all-time high before, when it should have really happened afterwards. But a lot of people are getting hyped and down and dirty. Marathon Digital is down near 30% in 2024, while Riot Platforms has fallen 53%. The price of Bitcoin, meanwhile, is up about 44% this year, right? A lot of people in the mining sector, before the halving, right, they were doing this a year and a half, almost 2 years plus, were swapping out some of their older hardware, which is why you could get a Whatsminer M30S or some of the older Bitmain devices for cheaper, while they were bringing in more efficient miners. And again, they were trying to prepare for the halving. The halving has come and gone. Bitcoin price appreciation has not followed yet. And so the amount of Bitcoin we're earning per Bitcoin ASIC has diminished. So the Bitcoin farms aren't making as much as they used to. They should have accounted that for their overhead, their cost of operations, all that good stuff. Most of them did, but not everybody. So it kind of sucks. So now you got them moving to, graphics processing units, or diversifying themselves with some of the GPUs for running AI models. We got a quote here. Our facilities were developed to be multi-use, not only for just Bitcoin mining, but also for the transition that we're doing right now to high performance computing, right? Dynex, Neuro AI, Clore, Render, so many options out there. Solid, right? So they're just diversifying themselves, as I'm sure many of us have, right? I've been seeing a lot of the crypto mining community build AI centric machines or servers or rigs, and that's a good thing, right? Diversifying yourself. I'm pretty diversified as far as like having one of everything. I try to do that only because if there's something new that pops off, I want to bring you guys that content. For example, I got one FPGA, a Xilinx C1100. So when there was new bit streams that I deemed something I want to cover and that I had the time to cover, I would bring it to you. Of course, I didn't go over like Gram and Etica and all this other stuff. And the C1100 is not as profitable as it used to be. Compared to earlier days. I'm hoping new bit streams will come in the future. The ASICs, 2 Bitcoin ASICs out in the garage, hashing away the S19 K Pros, but I upgraded the motherboards or the control boards to the, oh my goodness, what can I think of it? Epic blockchain control boards, and I just tuned it to my specifications because I'm here in Florida. They're in a all-in-one fog hashing, immersion cooling system. I still got my GPUs going. I got the AL0, I got the KS0 Ultra, got the RX0 on the way. Like I got mini miners, the Apollo 2, the Canon Nano 3, the Nerd miners and bit axes. I'm just, all over the place. AMD, Nvidia, just trying to diversify myself as much as possible. CPU mining, GPU mining, ASIC mining, FPGA mining, doesn't matter, man, because that little bit to me eventually, and I'm hoping, right, this is a risk that I'm willing to take, will pay for itself in the future, right? The profits will come. Right now, I'm just mining and holding. That's not always a good strategy. There are alternative strategies out there like mining and immediately flipping to pay for your bills, your overhead, stuff like that. My electric bill is astronomical for a residential building. And I do not have an office location or mining location or farm or warehouse, but I'm hoping for the future. I'm trying to build for the future. That's what I'm seeing Bitcoin and crypto ever since I've been in it as an opportunity for the average person to start building that financial freedom for the future for their families. It may not happen in my lifetime, but I hope to build it for my children's children or my children and their children in the future. MicroStrategy, as Cats of Crypto mentioned in the future or earlier in the stream, right? We got people buying Bitcoin, gobbling it up as much as possible, hungry hippos. So MicroStrategy stock pops another 8% after the company ups its Bitcoin holdings to 14.6 billion. Of course, that was on Friday, but MicroStrategy is up 24% over the week. Founder and chairman Michael Saylor said the company added another 1.1 billion worth of Bitcoin to its coffers. The current price of the company is 244. The current holding of the company is 244,800 Bitcoin, worth about 14.6 billion. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. If you could take that. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and do some math. Just play around. Just want to speculate here. Let's say Michael Saylor or the MicroStrategy team does not sell their Bitcoin, and Bitcoin does hit that remarkable $125,000 per Bitcoin. So we're going to do that times 125,000, right? So now they just went from 14.6 billion to 30.6 billion, right? So they basically 2x. Not bad. Not bad. That's why the president of, El Salvador is doing what they're doing, made it legal tender. They're trying to gobble up as much as possible because they see the promise of the future of Bitcoin. It just sucks that right now I feel like we're kind of being like held back because everybody and their mom, the suits want to get their pick in, get their money, get as much Bitcoin as they can before it pops off. So they're holding up the line, right? We're ready to go, but they're holding up the line, getting their friends on board, cutting in line, and then we're gonna pop off. I'm looking again Q1 2025, Q2 2025, but we'll see. Presidential election's got to happen. The Fed's got to do some moves, and then maybe we'll see what happens. Now, I see a bunch of talking back and forth. I don't think anybody's at me just yet. If you at me, I may have missed it. Looks like we're good to go, so I'm going to keep rocking and rolling. Buy the dip, says Rudd Puts. Appreciate you stopping by. Crypto Craig, hope you're doing well, buddy. Anybody else I didn't see? Andrede? Mine are at Terra, so they are virgin. Okay, well, people don't often have, like, I don't have the thermal headroom and the electrical headroom to continue to mine at my house. I'm done. Either I upgrade my GPUs to the newest GPUs, or I upgrade the ASICs I have to the newest ASICs, or upgrade my FPGA to the newest FPGA. Like, I cannot afford any more rigs. My wife will have a say in that, and you know what would happen. So I'm trying to be as good as I can, but you know me, I love tech, I love tearing down things, I love buying and testing new things, but don't always have the opportunity. So anyways, yeah, people are buying up Bitcoin. MicroStrategy's stocks are up. You know, everything is up across the board. Crypto millionaire loses 43 million in Ether Bitcoin trading bet. Fickle is one of the world's wealthiest cryptocurrency investors, currently holding more than 4.8 million worth of Ether. Crypto millionaire James Fickle has suffered losses exceeding 43 million since January 10th, as his debt on the decentralized lending platform Aave surged to 132 million. Fickle, an early Ethereum investor and founder of longevity research firm Amarath Foundation, sorry if I butchered that, lost over 43 million. Essentially betting on Ether's price. Based on the millionaire's 2024 investments, Fickle expected Ether's price to rise against Bitcoin when he first borrowed 172 million worth of wrapped Bitcoin on January 10th, according to a September 14th X post, right? So from January 10th to July 1st, he borrowed over 3,000 Bitcoin, right, from Aave and exchanged it for 56,000 plus ETH at a rate of 0.054. Since August 7th, he spent 12 million USDC to buy 211 WBTC and exchanged 16,000 ETH for 670 BTC at 0.042 to repay the debt at Aave. This is why you don't do stuff like this, but he's got the money and he's got the risk tolerance, so whatever. But basically, Bitcoin and Ethereum has suffered greatly. Ethereum has not outperformed Bitcoin. I know a lot of people were saying the great flippening where Ethereum is going to flip Bitcoin, but I have yet to see that, and I've yet to see proof that that would actually happen. So now this person, who is wealthy and we shouldn't feel pity for, is in a down position, but I'm sure they'll recover. But basically, Fickle was widely known for investing $400,000 into Ether when it was only worth 80 cents. And now look at where he's at now. But you can see he's drastically down. Whatever, right? His investment bit him in the butt. It happens. Big trades like that. But yeah, I wouldn't have done that. If I had the money, I would not have done that. I probably would have diversified myself, but I wouldn't have gone big on Ethereum. As I've asked many of you and people who are new to the channel, as I've asked my community, a lot of people who were mining Ethereum just got out. Like, they're done. Like, after the merge and all that BS, they're done. They don't have anymore. I have a little bit left, like a very tiny portion. But, you know, I am staking it. I'm trying to earn what little I can. But that's it. Like, a lot of people in the mining community are done. So anybody in the Ethereum ecosystem are just trading it, right? Using it to buy Pepe or make trades on the Ethereum ecosystem, or maybe bridge assets, so on and so forth. But a lot of the miners are out of that game. Bitcoin could hit six figures regardless of who wins the U.S. election, investors say. Now, this is what I said last week. I know a lot of people in their political leanings want X to win or Y to win. I think Bitcoin, regardless of who's elected, will succeed, will continue to be successful. I know one might bring greater promise than the other. I understand that. But I do believe that no matter who, Bitcoin will be good to go. So despite increasingly partisan sentiment in the crypto industry, Bitcoin would thrive over the long term regardless of who wins the U.S. presidential election in November. That's a view many crypto investors are coming to accept as a wave of optimism spurred by former President DJT. Pro-crypto overventures this summer starts to recede. Do I think we'll be in the six figures by 2025? Almost certainly. Do I think, and this is a quote, do I think we'll be in the six figures regardless of who wins? Almost certainly, said Stephen Lubka, the head of private clients and family offices of Swan Bitcoin. Bitcoin has always been an investment that is rooted in more in the fiscal and monetary profile of countries, sovereigns, and the United States. Neither candidate changes that. I agree. Neither candidate. Then they could have a sway on when we reach that six figure, right? Depending on who's elected. But regardless, I believe Bitcoin will grow no matter what. So there are fears that Vice President Harris would somehow limit the price of Bitcoin or drive it lower or overblown, says James Davies, the co-founder of trading platform Crypto Valley Exchange. This is not my words, these are their words. Crypto startups may be more challenged, but the industry will continue to fight its way forward and thrive. Matter of fact, there was a very good video that Bitsby Trippin did, sharing it with the senators and political figures in the space, where he was talking to a local community and local leadership about crypto or about Bitcoin, about mining, the benefits and stuff like that. And that educational stuff right there is absolutely perfect. That's what we got to continue to do, is educate our local, you know, whether it's town, city, county, you know, state leaders about the promise, or we don't want to turn it into religion. When I say promise, that makes it sound like a freaking religion. But the benefits of crypto, the benefits of crypto mining, even though this bad you know, stigma has been placed on it because it uses energy, yada yada yada. Anyways, some of our communities have become echo chambers and are convinced that the sky will fall if one side or the other wins, Davey said. The truth is that the market is robust, not centered on the U.S., and it hasn't reacted negatively to major events from either side. Now, I have seen some data where during a presidential election, markets tend to do this or that. And usually it's a negative until after the presidential election is final, right? Once there's stability, we know who the next president is going to be for the next 4 years. Usually the markets recover, do better, whatever. So it's just a matter of waiting. Got another quote here. This is about opportunities and regulation for the U.S.-based users, not the price of the global commodity. Crypto needs to learn from the traditional finance, and it needs to lobby both sides, align with both sides, and succeed regardless of the election. If we want to build a big ecosystem, we cannot afford to be partisan. Doesn't matter which side you're on, crypto needs to be neutral. There's benefits for everybody. It can help the world and can help the economy if implemented correctly, regardless of who's in the fucking office. So Lubkik, I guess, agreed with some advisors that overplay the risk of Harris' presidency because the industry experienced during the Biden administration. That said, he added all of the signposts that we're seeing with the Harris continually represent a de-escalation. So basically, while Harris, as we talked about, has not publicly gone on stage to speak highly of crypto or blockchain or technology in the crypto space, her camp is growing to be more accepting and want to work with and stuff like that. But I want to hear it from her words or her mouth, as we heard from DJT at Bitcoin Nashville. So we have to wait and see how things go. But again, regardless of who gets in the office, crypto, Bitcoin, blockchain will be fine. I believe, again, and I do agree, that depending on who's elected, that could help boost the price higher faster. But I think we'll be fine. Now, best returns by asset class since 2012. This is a nice little chart here. You got Bitcoin, 157%. None of the other assets like the SPX, R2K, even gold has those type of gains. 2021, Bitcoin led the way. Obviously, 2022, Bitcoin was down 64%. But in 2021, 60%. 2020, 305%. 2019, 94%. Bitcoin again, 2018 crash, negative 73. 2017 bull market, 1,375%. And all of these other guys, they're in the double digits, right? They might be anywhere from 40 to 2%, 1%. So it's not a bad idea to just be diversified amongst this stuff, right? Like a little bit of Bitcoin, a little bit of S&P, a little bit of gold, a little bit of this, treasuries, bonds. Like it's not a bad thing to be diversified in such a way. That'd probably be the smart thing. And I know some people are concerned with the recent CPI, so they were moving off of risk-off assets. Anyways, Trump, DJT, I like to call him. Crypto platform launch. Uniswap denies charging for protocol development. Finance redefined, I guess is the article. But basically, Trump's got their World Liberty Financial crypto platform on September 16th, 2 days from now. Thank you for letting me drink. So there was a video posted where Trump said he would go live on the platform to launch a project controlled by his sons, Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump. We're embracing the future with crypto and leaving the slow and outdated big banks behind. Trump has previously made several cryptic posts concerning World Liberty Financial, vague position in his DeFi platform for borrowing and lending. We talked about this platform a little bit before. Don't really have a lot of information on it. I'm sure a number of your favorite content creators have talked about it. I'm not going to go into great detail, but either way, it's bullish for crypto and it's bullish for DJT. But is the platform going to use the same dark schemes that the other platforms that have failed will use? We'll have to wait and see. Uniswap CEO Hayden Adams has refuted allegations that on X that Uniswap has demanded money from decentralized finance protocols for deployments. The CEO took up on X September 12th and said that neither Uniswap Labs nor Uniswap Foundation charge for protocol deployments. It's rare to engage with forks trying to bait engagement. I think he meant folks. I'm not sure. But for the record, this is completely false. Neither Uniswap Labs nor Uniswap Foundation has ever charged for protocol deployment. If you or someone you love has asked to pony up $20 million for an ineffective Uniswap deployment, just know that you're not alone, and we're here to help. Explain that Uniswap and Infrared requires deployment of a new chain or based on the activity efforts required. The reaction from the Uniswap CEO comes after X user Alexander alleged that Uniswap asked developers to pony up $20 million for an ineffective Uniswap deployment. Interesting. I haven't heard that. I have not heard that. So whether or not that's true, I would take that with a grain of salt. That Uniswap charges but I have not investigated to a good point like that. Anyways, other news, I was talking about Sonic blockchain reaches a record 720 millisecond finality in the testnet phase. Crypto platform friend.tech sees token drop 26% following the admin transfer. Coinbase launches CBTC, wrap Bitcoin. Oh, Polygon is back on and Coinbase. So good news for DJ Mines. Hopefully you got your money, bud. Baby has a question here. What's up, Retro Mike? I've been meaning to chat with you. I hope you're doing well, buddy. So Baby's question is, do you think ETH will go back to POW someday with EVM's security issues and so on? ETH 3.0 back to proof of work with massive changes before another L1 dominates the top 10 to solve those issues. No, I don't think Ethereum will move back to proof of work, unfortunately. It was always set in stone that they were going to move away from proof of work. Despite the security concerns and all that good stuff, I think they're going to continue to push through and upgrade on the proof of stake platform, baby, unfortunately. Can we get a huge thank you to the Crypto for Seniors for donating 1.5 Litecoin to assist with the listing fees? All right, good deal. So you got 1.5 Litecoin from Crypto for Seniors that donated to help with the Cats of Crypto Central Exchange listing. Congratulations, good job, Cats of Crypto team. And thank you, Crypto for Seniors. Oh, why did I drop? Why am my frame so low? What the heck's going on? Can you guys see me still? I'm super red right now in OBS, and it says drop frames. Like 2%, but can you guys see me? Am I moving okay? What the heck is going on? YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers are experiencing buffering. Are you guys experiencing buffering? I'm not really seeing it, but I don't know what the heck's going on. All good? Okay, thank you, Canadian Miner. Okay, it's back up to green. Like, I don't understand. All right, anyways. XRP spikes 8% as Grayscale launches XRP Trust in the US. I'm not sure how excited I am about this. Are you guys excited about this? That Grayscale launching XRP Trust that could pave the way for a spot XRP ETF in the US. I think that would be good for some XRP holders, but what do you guys think? Are you happy about it? You're not happy about it? Do you care about it? Do you don't care about it? Let me know. Sound off in the comments, live chat, whatever it might be. And I'm not sure, did my announcement go out when it was crapping out? Again, Cats of Crypto, thanks Cryptos for Seniors for donating 1.5 LTC to assist in centralized listing. Just FYI. Disconnected for a few seconds. All right, thank you. So that was really weird. But yeah, Ripple, possible ETF on the horizon. XRP spiked 8%. Matter of fact, let's go to CoinMarketCap real quick. What's XRP at right now? So XRP is up or down 0.34% over the past day, 1 hour. But it's up almost 10% over the past 7 days. So that's not bad. That's not bad. XRP is doing good. 7 days. Look at that. So somebody got some good news. Look at that. On the 12th, just boom. We went from 53 cents to 57 cents. Not a real big deal. But are you happy about that? Do you care about that? Do you not care about that? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Now, getting into mining. Caspa and Alephium mining gaining traction as Bitcoin hash price remains low. As we approach the final 4 months of 2024, the Bitcoin SHA-256 consensus algorithm ranks as the 4th most profitable to mine. On August 21st, the most lucrative Bitcoin mining rig is Microbit's WhatsMiner M63, generating about $9 a day with its 390 terahash per second. Presently, according to ASIC miner value, Blake 3 powered Bitmain Alephium miner AL1 delivers 15.6 terahash and boasts an efficiency rating of 225 joules per terahash, and it can yield almost $308 per day. That is not correct at right now because yeah. difficulty is spiking like a mofo. Anyways, it talks about what Alephium is. It's a layer 1 that introduces a distinct consensus mechanism known as proof of less work, an adaptation of the traditional proof of work model. On February 20th, 2024, Alephium's hash rate was cruising at 500 terahash per second, but today it's racing ahead at 2850 terahash per second, which translates to a solid 2.85 petahash per second. Over the past year, Alpha has risen 586% against the US dollar, hitting an all-time high of $3.86 on February 27, 2024. This is shortly after CES. I was trying to take profits, but I couldn't because my Alpha was here and I was in CES. Which I am trying to go to CES next year, or this upcoming year. I'm already getting the invitation. I will be able to get my media pass or my whatever, but I don't know if I have the funds to get there, especially right now considering the circumstances, so we'll see. Currently on August 21st, Alephium is trading around 59% below the peak, sitting at $1.53. Bitmain is set to roll out the AL1 Pro miner in September, and we just got news about a newer miner that we're going to talk about here in a minute. Next up in profitability is the Bitmain KS5 Pro, right, which turns out 21 terahash on the K heavy hash algorithm, making around $26 per day. And we're going to look at all these numbers in a little bit. Point being is that while Bitcoin profitability and the amount of Bitcoin you earn per ASIC has diminished, we have new miners and new coins coming out, including Radiant, that are trying to take the thunder. And so these mining companies, manufacturers, vendors are making new miners. It's a profit for them. Additionally, while we have new miners, whether it's Radiant, Alephium, Caspa, being sold in waves, we also have three-phase power becoming more prevalent in the large to mid-scale mining operations. It's seen Bitcoin has seen exponential growth since the first ASIC shipped in 2013, where the efficiency has jumped drastically from originally 1200 joules per terahash to just 15 joules per terahash. As further efficiency gains plateau, the focus must shift to optimizing other aspects of mining operation, talking about the power setup. Three-phase power has emerged as a superior alternative to single-phase power in Bitcoin mining. Unfortunately, in a residential building, you can't get three-phase power. But in other countries, they do provide three-phase power to residential buildings. We're here in the US, they don't. At least not everywhere. It would be interesting to have the power grid upgrade to more efficient measures. With more ASICs being designed for three-phase voltage input, future mining infrastructure should consider adopting a uniform 480-volt three-phase system, especially given the abundance and scalability across North America. To comprehend the significance of three-phase power in Bitcoin mining, it's essential first to understand the basics of single-phase and three-phase. Now, it's a very good video out there comparing three-phase and single-phase. I recommend you to check it out. But basically, a single-phase power, which is the most common, consists of two wires, one live wire and one neutral wire. The voltage in single-phase system oscillates, providing power that reaches a peak and then drops to zero twice during each cycle, right? So you got these little waves, sine waves, right? Imagine you're pushing a swing, which each push, the swing moves further and then comes back, reaching a peak height and then descending back to the lowest point before you push again. Just like the swing, a single-phase power system has periods of maximum and zero power delivery. This can lead to inefficiencies, especially when consistent power is required. Three-phase, right? So we have a sine wave. We get peak, low, peak, low. That some inefficiencies, right, at that 0 point. But if we had a three-phase, right, while one is peaking, one is low, and then they cross, and you have another one coming, and so they're filling those gaps, those troughs, right? If I were to do this sine wave, those troughs will be filled, right? So the drop is not as significant, bringing you more efficient power. I'm not going to read the whole article to you. It's really interesting. I love electricity. I don't like to get electrocuted. It sucks. Some of my car guys out there holding a spark plug, Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It sucks, and that wasn't even a lot of power. I know some people that's been actually hit with like some serious juice and thankfully survived, but that's not often the case. But this is very interesting to me. I would challenge you to go check it out. I wish, North America would continue to beef up even more. So 480 volt three-phase power has long been the standard in industrial settings across North America, South America, and other regions. The widespread adoption is due to its numerous benefits in terms of efficiency, cost, and scalability. The consistency and reliability of 480 volt three-phase power make it ideal for operations that demand greater operational time, fleet efficiency, especially in the post-halving world. Again, some residential areas, not here in the United States, actually do get three-phase power. We just don't here in the United States. But it would be absolutely cool to get that. And you can see, what is three-phase and what is single-phase, right? Some of the, like the S21 or older, all single-phase, but the M56++, the M66+, the M66S, the M53S++, like S19 XP Hydro, S21 XP Hydro, or whatever, like all these guys are coming out with three-phase because it's more efficient, and those mining operations that want to have them are trying to get it running. Now, there's a special, and Ice River did ask me to put it out there. Oh, I got 3 pings. Hang on one second. There's a special going on for the KRC 20 mainnet launch special event. Deployment time 24 hours. I think it's almost over, if it's not already over. 1,000 units, if you would have bought, it would have been a lot cheaper. All right, Chris Hanley says, I'm over with institutions, man. Seems like more and more manipulation these days. I agree, man. I 100% agree. That's why I'm in Bitcoin and other projects. The projects that get overrun with the suits and the financiers and the bankers and the Fed, I tend to move away from those. I might have a small position in them still, but I move away from them. What happened to Polygon Network? Well, Polygon had an upgrade. It went from Matic to Pole. So if you go back to CoinMarketCap right now, there was an upgrade. Remember, our boy DJ Mines jumped in here and he's like, I just transferred some Matic over, only to find out that Coinbase withdrawals and deposits are down. So Pole, it says X Matic, right here, number 28. But if you go further down, you actually have Matic, right? So they're kind of like two different tokens. But your exchange, if you have it on exchange, should be supported. Your MetaMask should be supported. You probably have the old instead of the new. Matter of fact, let me check something real quick. Let me open it up over here. But yeah, there was an upgrade. So it changed from Matic to Pole. That's it. All right, switch in accounts. Got to go to the Ethereum mainnet. Where's the Ethereum mainnet? There it is. All right, there we go. Actually, I need to go to Polygon, don't I? Polygon. Where's Polygon? Oh, no. Oh, there it is. Polygon mainnet. There we go. Tokens. Yeah, see, it switched over to Pole. I don't want to show you this, but it switched from MATIC to POL. J. Bohannon, I'm just starting to try to mine ALF with my 1070. Can you know overclocks in Windows? So I think I set some good overclocks in a past video when I was running with in your 1070. Ooh, a 1070. Ooh. All right, so let's go to GPU calculator. Let's go find a 1070. Calculate. I'm at 10 cents per kilowatt hour. Let's go try to find Alephium right here. Go to benchmarks. Look for Control F 1070. 0.46 gigahash. So core offset of 90 megahertz, I would do 100. I do like, if you're using MSI Afterburner, do like plus 100 on the core. And then memory clock, you could just leave the memory stock. But you want to get it as low as possible. Now, what you should do is lock it. And so if you're using one of the miners that are available, what is it, negative 5001, right? Is that how you do it? I can't remember. But that's in Hive. Okay, so on Windows, what is it for Windows? Hang on one second. I got my miner somewhere. I got a lot of good videos coming your way. You just got to be patient with me, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been overwhelmingly busy. but I appreciate your patience. All right, LOL miner. All right, let's go to edit. Edit. It's a 1072. So this is what I'm doing on the 3080. So maybe core offset, instead of 250, do 100. C clock says 1455, but I would do 1500 on the C clock. This is LOL miner, by the way. Mem clock. You have to look at HW info, and see where your baby likes to sit. And so the average mem clock on this thing was 2477, but on the 1070 it'd probably be a lot lower. So it's saying 810. You want to just get the memory as low as possible, but I wouldn't do it too low. Power limit of 125, Jay Bohannon. All right. BZ Miner is the best for GPUs. I was just showing him the clock, buddy. Thank you, baby. I was just showing Jay Bohannon the similar clocks, like lock your clocks and stuff like that with your setup. Anyways, RX 0 is coming my way. It's also coming to Greater Good, which, speaking of Greater Good, the AL0 or AL0, AL1, AL1 Pro, AL3, like a lot of new miners are coming for the Alephium system. And if we go to look at the hash rate, you could just see how crazy it's been. Like absolutely crazy. So let's go pull up miner stats, right? And can I not zoom in on this? All right. So let's see if you can see that. Look at that. 3 days. So 3 days is kind of stabilizing. Around 10, climbing up to 11 petahash. 1 day around 11, we just spiked up, right? So since last year, right? So CES 2024, where it hit an all-time high, where it was only around 393 terahash, and I could mine with my FPGA effectively and my GPUs effectively. Now, look at that spike, right? Ever since ASIC started coming online, we saw a dramatic increase in hash rate, and everybody's like, what the hell is going on? What is going on? There's got to be FPGA farms. And we were like, no, there's ASICs coming online. They're probably doing some development. They just haven't released it yet. Everybody was like, no, it's FPGA farms. And we're like, no, guys, it's ASICs. Look at the math. But finally, ASICs were revealed, and we started seeing it show up for Radiant, Alephium, and so much more. So the hash rate is astronomical, thus reducing your profitability. If you were going to mine on a 1070, you can see you're only doing so much, right? So on a 1070, and it's okay, you can mine projects that aren't profitable. You don't have to like not do it. But where did it go? Alephium, donde está? I just saw it a second ago. There it is. All right. So you're basically making negative 14 cents a day. But it's about the yield, right? Will Alephium one day be like Bitcoin, where 0.000 whatever is more valuable than nothing at all? We'll have to wait and see. But I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. Speaking of which, Rapid Mining already had one of their AL0s die on them. And it wasn't because the AL0, the board, the chips, the components inside were bad. It was just a bad fan. These things like to run warm. So you just got to be mindful of that and understand that the things like to run warm. If it's too cold, it won't really get going. If it's too hot, it will start to push down the clocks. But right now, if we go to ASIC miner value and sort by Blake 3, right, the AL1 Pro is making almost $100 a day. That's going to continue to go down as the network hash rate and difficulty climbs up. The AL1 standard, which is only 1 terahash less, makes around $88 a day. The AL3, $85 a day. The E-AL1M from Goldshell makes $22 a day. The Dragon Ball A40, $16.32. The AL Box 2 and the Plus making $3 to $5 a day. AL0 making around $2 a day. AL box making $1.76 a day. But these smaller machines, all of these machines right here, let's go from AL box plus to below, these guys are going to get pushed out, okay? So if you have one of these, or you're thinking of buying one of these because they're more in your price range, just understand that they will get pushed out. Now, the one thing I like about the Ice River ones is that, unlike the Gold Shell units, I can overclock the AL0 as long as the dev comes out with the firmware, which is exactly what I've been doing. Now, I will warn you, and let me see if I could go find it real quick. Be careful buying miners, right? BT miners, I know Anthony at BT miners. He won a Canon Avalon Nano 3. I won one at Money Disrupt. I talked to him. I know him, right? Crypto Miner Bros, I know them. Nhash, I know them. I have communication with these people. But there are some companies that are popping up that you never heard of before, and you just got to be careful. And I just want you guys to be absolutely careful that you're not buying from some unknown person or distributor, okay? And yes, my YouTube videos views have gone to shit. It's a bad time right now, but I appreciate you guys stopping by and showing some love every now and then. What am I looking for? See, I was going for YouTube. Where did I put it? 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 Let me see here. I'm trying to share with you guys some links, because if you are going to buy these AL0s or anything like that, I would really appreciate if you guys did it through the link on the channel. I get a small kickback, but you know, like you're gonna get your miner anyways, regardless of what the hell I do. So might as well do, you know, something. Yeah, here we go. So I'm gonna put this in the live chat and in the comments. Oh, it's too big. So I'm gonna put it in the chat. There you go. And I'm just gonna drop this in here. Oh wow, that didn't work at all. Anyways, you got multiple options if you are gonna buy these things. Just understand the risk. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and move on. So we're gonna watch some news, but not yet. Don't leave just because I said we're gonna watch some freaking news. Let's go look at the overclocks. All right, so let's close some of this stuff right here. So we went over MicroStrategy, Bitcoin, people gobbling up Bitcoin. Regardless of who's elected, Bitcoin and crypto will succeed. Trump platform going live soon. XRP, you know, ETF soon. You know, Alephium craze. We're going to continue on with the Alephium craze because we're going to go to this. All right, so this is a new firmware provided by Mr. PB Farmer. Just released yesterday. If you want it, there you go. I'll post it in the description as well. Right now, on our AL0, this is what we're getting. I don't have it clocked as high, and there are limitations. For example, it says do not exceed the clock offsets of -25 to +75. Okay? So I'm below that. I'm at 60 only. But we could go -25 or we could go up to 75. Additionally, the voltages, right, are the next thing. And I wouldn't recommend going above 18 or 15 on the voltage offset. This is still new. This is still very, very new. So I would be absolutely careful, right, that you do not overclock this thing too much and fry your baby. All right, that's all I gotta say. Do not fry your AL0. Especially if you did mods to it and you're in a country unlike the US, they will not honor the warranty or replacement, okay? So be 100% careful that you're not frying your AL0 that you just bought or that you just got or that you whatever, okay? Just be absolutely careful. I am enjoying testing and tuning the heck out of this thing, and somebody's calling me. Sorry about that. 1 second. Just a spam caller. All right. Oh, Let's refresh this. Sometimes when it does that, don't worry about it. Also, again, if the clocks are too low or the temperatures are too low, this thing won't get off the ground. Restart or go to the miner, resave your clock settings, and then make some adjustments there. But I am just having a blast testing and tuning all of this. It's so much fun. Now, again, these miners are going to get pushed out in the future, but it's all good. Good morning from Seattle. What's up, buddy? Golden Wolf. Hope you're doing well. What RPM overclock? Was RPM overclock since he blew? No. It was just a fan. It was just a fan. So it wasn't the component. It was it was stock. It looked stock to me. It wouldn't start hashing because the smaller fans weren't working. Now that we're overclocking these bad boys, there's a higher risk that we could wind up breaking these things. So just be careful. Be mindful of that. Miner's doing really well at the pool level. Red Panda Mining is coming on soon. So if you can hang tight and chill out, ask some questions, please hang tight and come on at 12. If not, go grab yourself another cup of coffee. Because at 12, I got to get out of here, go to my parents, and yeah. But yeah, what are you getting on your AL0? Anybody got an AL0 in the live chat? What are your clock settings? When you use the PB Farmer, which if you want, it's in the description of this video. What are you getting for performance? Now, we could push this clock offset up to that 75 and its voltage offset to 15. We could do that. That's the max I'm willing to go right now. And I did do some testing on the stock internals and stock power supply, which that video will come out in the future, just not right now. I got a lot of content to put out before that. I know everybody wants the newest hotness as soon as possible. I'll try to get it to you as soon as I can. But I'm trying to maintain, the power stage temps, which this is not bad. Let me show you what the worst is. All right, power stage temps in the 99s, like I saw on Greater Goods, is not good. But it is within specs, so to speak, because 110 for some of those components is the max, or 110 CC or Celsius. But I'm staying relatively in the low 90s, high 80s on my power stage. So I don't want to push any harder. So I'm getting 600 gigahash, which is 2 of my KS0 Pros from one miner at less power draw. The power draw, matter of fact, if I grab my phone and connected it through the Samsung SmartThings app, we have a power meter which we're showing about 190 watts. So each miner pulling 104 watts, the KS0 Pro stock, 200 gigahash a pop, but then overclocked to 300 gigahash a pop. That'll be 600 at 150 almost a piece, or 125 almost a piece. So that's why I did the Ultra, and that's why I released my videos. I swapped 2 KS0 Pros for an Ultra, but realistically, one of our fellow colleagues in the community helped me get money. I wanted to sell it because I immediately took that money and had to help my family out with some bills. So that community member that did that was a blessing. But then I talked to NHash and was able to get a KS0 Ultra for just a hair. Like, I paid for these things. I'm not getting them for free. Just a hair under MSRP, right? And I used what little crypto I had, because I had to also use crypto to do other things, because I'm trying to keep you guys entertained and everybody in the crypto space, not you specifically, but everybody in the crypto space, if I want new viewers, wants the latest and greatest, hottest technology, this, that, and the other thing. And I cannot keep up with that rate of money I need to do that. So I only can do the things or afford to do certain things. And when I do it, I do try to provide content. It may be late, it may be months after, but I hope that I can provide some useful information out of it. But again, is anybody using the AL0? If you are, what are your clocks? What are your settings with the PB Farmer setup? I don't think T-Swift has come out with one yet. Let's go look for T-Swift. No, he's still selling, but I don't see the firmware yet. All right, what does it say here? In regards to potential overclocking firmware, nothing can be known until the development team receives their test units and in order to begin debugging. When there's an update in regards to potential firmware, it will be announced in this group. All right, so not yet. PB Farmers got their firmware out there. We've been testing it. Obviously, Greater Good, Rapid Mining, everybody. But just give it some time. Don't push these things too hard because you're on the cusp of something new. Whenever there's a new chip, a new anything, you tend to be the one that finds the flaws, the bugs, the issues, and then there'll probably be like an AL Pro, AL0 Pro, AL0 Ultra in the future. So we'll see how things go. I haven't tried overclocking. All right. Not anyone AL0 fans die yet? Rabbit did. That's what we were talking about. So Baby was asking, did it blow up? No, it was just the fans died. I did notice on mine, and you'll hear that in a future video if it wasn't already released, is that I noticed that the fans wouldn't stay on. Like, they would kick on an initial boot up, but then when the miner started going, it wouldn't kick on. But with PB Farmer firmware, you can set the target temp, right? So target temp, I got 72, board temp 62, minimum fan 25. Some other people like 75, 70, or 75, 65, whatever. So the fans are only around 1,000 RPM, but they're running good. It's running fine. If we refresh, and again, if these graphs don't show up right away, just hit F5. It's okay. It doesn't mean your thing crashed. And we can see here the fans are kind of chopping around 25 PWM or 1,000 or 1,100 RPM. We can also see the chip clocks. I got one chip that keeps dropping down to 684 instead of 685. And highest board, chip temperature, let's see here, all was 59 degrees. No, 60 degrees. So I got one chip that hit 60 degrees, and I do have fans on them. But again, because I'm not pushing this thing hard, if I have the fans on too high, it won't get up to temp and it won't run good. If you have your if your cooling is too efficient, the machine won't run. If your cooling is not efficient enough, your machine will run choppy. Hash rate will be all over the place and you're not getting effective hash rate. So pick and choose your battles. But I'm having fun. I love tweaking and tuning new things. If I could get my hands on a new Nvidia 5000 series in the future, I will let you know, and I will try to get you a video as soon as possible. I miss the live streams that we used to do where I get a new GPU and we test all the various miners. Don't know if I can do that because money is tight, but I appreciate you guys just bearing with me and understanding that the content I'm putting out is the content I can make with the stuff that I have as much as possible. Even though it's not the hottest shit, I'm doing the best I can. But I appreciate you guys, appreciate your support. Thank you to the colleague who helped out the family by buying the 2K0 Pros, and thank you to all of you who gave your thoughts and prayers. Appreciate it. Still just got to figure it out. It's all a matter of time. Now, right now, we had 6 3060s in a rig, and we wanted to see what our profitability is. We're making very little sense, right? You can see here, Ecourse at 10 cents per kilowatt hour. Our revenue is 287, but our power cost eats up most of that, right? So until I see for me, and I'm not even at 10 cents per kilowatt hour, until I see for me where I'm like plus $1, plus $2, I'm going to run what I want to run. I'm not going to run everything into the ground. I still have a lot of GPUs. I actually been giving my boys the GPUs just because their GPUs are ancient. But yeah, things aren't as profitable as they used to be. It's kind of depressing. I don't believe GPU mining is dead. I just think we're in a low period. And as Bitcoin goes to that new all-time high of 125,000, I believe some of the other layer ones and proof of work tokens will see a nice little increase. And we might be back to $10 a day or $25 a day or whatever. But we'll just have to wait and see. Just keep holding on. Holding until 2025. I'm good. I'm decentralized. I'm trying to keep my head above water. Take care of my household, my parents' household, or help their household. My dad still got it. Military, veteran of 22 years, Army. He still got it. But it just sucks because you can't do everything that he probably needs to do as the man of the house. And I know that hurts him in his heart. And so I'm trying to help out as best as I can, you know, be a son, but not step on his toes. You know what I mean? Because when I don't know if you guys know what that is, but if your father is the man in the house and he's trying to take care of the house and he can't do it anymore, that's going to hurt him internally. Now, he might be able to do it again in the future, but I just need him to rest and heal up, and he can be a bit stubborn sometimes. So it's just day by day, bit by bit. Anyways, enough about me. Let's listen to some Crypto World as we get ready for Red Panda Mine to go live. If you do have any questions about the Alephium AL0 or the iServer AL0, let me know, okay? And zoom out. 7 minutes left. Let's mute this site. I'm gonna bring my miners back over here since you guys aren't asking about it.
Today, eToro plans to remove some crypto tokens from its trading platform for U.S. customers as part of a settlement with the SEC. The CFTC partners with other agencies to warn against a romance crypto scam, which is gaining traction. And Kraken's Tomas Perfumo weighs in on what's driving crypto prices right now. Welcome to CNBC's Crypto World. I'm Lindsay Jacobson. Bitcoin in the green this morning, jumping above $58,000 around 10:30, influenced by a rally in U.S. tech stocks. As of around noon Eastern, Bitcoin dropped to the $57,000 level, but was still about 1.5% higher than the 24 hours before. Ether traded flat, and Ripple's XRP token jumped more than 5.5% after Grayscale announced the launch of a new trust that gives accredited investors direct exposure to the cryptocurrency. According to Standard Chartered, Bitcoin is likely to reach at least one more all-time high by the end of the year, regardless of who wins the election in November. That's a contrast from other financial institutions like Bernstein, who view the election as make or break for the crypto industry, given the candidates' differing positions on crypto. In recent months, former President Donald Trump has taken a pro-crypto platform, while Vice President Kamala Harris has yet to declare her views on digital assets publicly. In a note today, Standard Chartered's Jeff Kendrick said while...
So, in case you guys didn't know, Cats of Crypto, a project that I just helped get started. It's not my project, but it's a project that I helped get started, is trying to list on a centralized exchange. And I'm going to drop the Discord link in the live chat if you would like to join. It's got unlimited time. Don't be a shill. But we're working hard, or the team is working hard, not me, to try to get listed. And we just got another donation of 0.5 Solana. So congrats, Cats of Crypto. From Integra Guy, thank you very much for your donation. Discord link is in the live chat.
While each outcome would certainly have different impacts on the crypto industry, the risks of a Harris presidency may be exaggerated. He argues Bitcoin as an investment should continue to do well regardless of who's in office. He forecasted that Bitcoin will end 2024 at the $125,000 level if Trump wins, or $75,000 if Harris wins, which would both surpass Bitcoin's current all-time high above $73,000 reached back in March. Okay, let's talk about the top stories. Trading platform eToro reached a $1.5 million settlement with the SEC. As part of the settlement announced this morning, eToro will end trading activity for most assets for U.S. customers. eToro says this limits U.S. offerings to just Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Ether. Customers can no longer buy tokens outside of these three and have until March to close positions no longer supported by the platform before they get liquidated. The trading platform also said it would consider offering other...
So that was a big one. eToro settles with the SEC. I'm not sure. Was anybody using eToro? I'm curious to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you stayed this long in the video, please. And do hashtag SEC sucks if you've been in the video for this long, live chat or in the comments. But yeah, that was a big one. I know copy trader was a big thing on eToro and stuff like that. So they just settled, and here's some news about it. Cats of Crypto, Serpent X is yours. Also, it's a community project. It is a community project. Wasn't my idea. Overboard and the leaders of Cats of Crypto really came up with the idea. I just helped bring it into fruition, tried to help in some capacity along the way as we go. But yeah, jump in the Discord, in the live chat.
Crypto assets in the future that meet a regulatory framework, expressing optimism for regulatory clarity in the US in the near future. eToro was facing charges tied to its crypto business, with the SEC alleging the platform operated an unregistered broker and clearing agency. Next, the CFTC is stepping up its fight against a romance crypto scam known as pig butchering. Yesterday, the CFTC...
I tried to cover this. And because I used a John Oliver video in clips of it, I got demonetized. The video could not be published. The John Oliver video about pig butchering is huge, and it's growing, and you got to be careful on Instagram, on X, on every social media platform, because they will try to charm you into giving them money, and people fall for it. Even though you're like, oh, it'll never happen to me. People fall for it. You should check out my video on pig butchering when you get a chance. If you go to my channel, you'll see it. Oh, Red Panda's going live here in a second. I'm going to send you guys over there. But real quick, let's see here. Your channel, your pig butchering. I can hear my son singing. He's a music producer. Okay, what is it? I misspelled that like hell. Nope, where is it at? What'd I do with it? Are you showing the newest and not all of my videos? No, it's the latest. Anyways, it's somewhere in here, and I would recommend you check out that John Oliver video, please. It's really important that you guys don't fall, and I know you guys don't fall for shit, but whatever. Anyways, send you guys over to Red Panda. Thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate you hanging out with me. What's up, Yeti? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good. You're back home and all that good stuff. Zealous cart looks like it's about to break to the upside on the 4-hour chart. Okay, Zealous chart. Zealous. Let's look at Mexi on the 4-hour. Okay. Is this one you're talking about? I mean, I could see that. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I'm going over to my parents right now. I'm gonna eat some food, get over to my parents, help them out with some stuff. But holler at me later. All right, so Ice River thing might be done. Not sure. Alephium mining is going crazy. Check out the content on the channel. I go over the PB Farmer update, the setup process, new content coming your way, new AI project to be covered on the channel, new to the channel, not new project in general. It is a newish project. PB Farmer firmware linked in the description. Bitcoin is up, crypto is up. Regardless of who's president of the United States, I think Bitcoin would do fine. Live and prosper. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button on the way out. Get subscribed. Hit the notification bell to stay up to date, as well as check out additional links in the description to help support the channel and what we do here. And I'll catch y'all later on.